Greetings, housemates, and welcome back to Season 2 of Let's Win XCOM 2 Legend Ironman. So this is going to be all about the hardest difficulty and crushing it if we can. I do have many more mods installed this time. None of them make the game outright easier. Some of them do rebalance a bit in your favor. Some of them rebalance against you. It should be pretty good. There's one mod I was very tempted in. It is an AI update, and it seems to make the AI much smarter and more aggressive. But the game incredibly difficult due to that. But I'm not interested in tackling Legend and that mod at the same time. Plus, the mod isn't terribly developed because most mods haven't even been around. They can't even have been around for 2 weeks yet, so we're gonna skip on that one. But so we're gonna jump in. If you want to see the mod list, it's at the bottom of the description. There is a list, a link to my Steam mod collection, which is up to date for this current campaign, and you can of course download and check out all the mods and play the game just like I'm playing it. Also, if you want in on the character pool, let me know. Notably, we are playing with all of the Longboard Studio mods as before. The Stop Wasting My Time mod, which reduces the pauses between actions after actions, of which there are many, plus kind of speeds the whole speed soldier movement up by 10%, and a couple other things are much faster. Let's see what else.
Thankfully remain unaffected.
Probably the biggest change I have is rebalanced hacking. I'm not sure if this is too powerful or not. It does seem to make the game a bit easier in general. And I'll go over the specifics when I see them. However, I noted that on Legendary difficulty, it specifically states that it increases the hack defense of various enemies. So I believe it is still, for Legend is definitely not an outright buff. For other difficulties, maybe.
Have already made several preemptive arrests.
What it tends to do is make it puts less emphasis on getting the permanent hack bonuses from hacks, which I think is obnoxious myself. It cuts that bonus in half, so you can get plus 10 hack permanently from the enemy protocol outcome of a hack that you're not even guaranteed to be offered. And you get more hack skill just from leveling up. And the lesser hack bonus is harder to get, but the harder hack bonus is easier. And so the two different hack results become a little bit closer in their
60 seconds.
In their chances to occur. Also, the EMP, the blue screen protocol stuff, that is the EMP grenade, EMP bomb, and the blue screen rounds now reduce the hack defense of whatever you use them on more than they did before. Making them more useful for things besides straight up damage.
Now.
Other things were adjusted. Oh, I really liked one. It was the Advanced Warfare Center and the Scilab now use scientists instead of engineers. Note that when you assign scientists to them, they do not contribute to your research time reduction. Which makes that a pretty brutal choice for Legends. Another mod, which is called, I think it's Wound Rebalance. Wound calibration, I think. It makes more predictable wound timing. Suddenly it's checking every 10% of your maximum health that you have lost instead of some pretty wide areas of wounds. So a really wounded soldier won't be getting off lucky with very short wound times, and a lightly wounded soldier will not be in for horrifically long times. So I really like that. What else? The Advanced Warfare Center now guarantees your soldiers advanced warfare perks, except for maybe colonels who you recruit at the colonel level. But it kind of guarantees that in either your next level up or one of the later ones, you will be getting your AWC perk instead of perhaps at a level that you've already achieved.
We have a fix on the target. Move to place the
I like that
charges
since
at the designated
if the game had allowed you to if the game allowed you to respec and get your AWC perk that way, I'd be fine with it, but since it doesn't, yeah. Alright, so we are on Legend difficulty. Things are real brutal here, and we need all the advantages we can get. I do have, note that I have Overwatch All and Overwatch Others. This is from a mod called Overwatch All/Others. And these actions will make the game quite quick if I want to just put my whole squad into Overwatch, or everyone but my current character. So a couple ease of living arrangements here. Personally, I would like to be up on some rooftops, and you know there's going to be a pod somewhere near there. We don't have any timers rushing us, and all we have are rookies. So we need to move in on this joint, on this John, with the utmost of care and benefits. Looks like Daisuke Hayashi is our first. Tad Schoolboy Owen with us from the get-go. Feng Huang, sorry.
Already there.
And Nick Thulian Gunner. Perfect. I couldn't think of a better crew. Let's hope some of you guys survive the first mission. Okay.
Position confirmed.
Oh, I also have a new maps mod. It only adds in 3 new little parcels that can appear, and parcels are kind of like little blocks of map that let's see. It looks like we can only have 2 or 3 soldiers up there. Parcels are blocks of map. Basically, the way the maps are created, they are subdivided into little regions, and the regions have kind of
10-4.
similar zone rules for how they're created. So these are a couple like handcrafted parcels. Like if you see a building you're familiar with, that's probably a whole parcel all by itself. This is probably a single parcel. Some parcels are quite large, some are smaller. They all have kind of flows. Okay.
Confirmed.
Heading out.
I'm on the move.
So if you want to see the Overwatch All, it's good to tab over. That's it in action. Nice and easy, very quick. Stop wasting your time mod also reduces some of the voiceover that you get in the retaliation missions. That's really annoying from Bradford.
Got it. Go, go, go. Eyes on the prize. Got movement here. Rolling.
This shouldn't detect us. Yeah, we'd have seen that. Oh, but we're not seeing any enemies, huh?
Heading to that location.
Moving out. No need to ask twice.
On Overwatch.
I'm on it. movement ahead.
Did I just hear? That had to be a sectoid. I was like, did I just hear a viper? Okay.
Orders confirmed. Moving out.
I'm gonna be a little biased here. There's our objective.
You're near the target position. Go to colors, Roger. I've got my eyes on Overwatch.
Affirmative. Covering now. Enemy activity.
I also included a couple of visual mods.
Moving to designated position.
Lots of nice heavy cover here in this one.
These guys make up the bulk of the Advent forces we've dealt with. They're disciplined and well-equipped, but their obedience makes them predictable.
Oh,
the
great.
Advent officers seem more capable than the grunts. We're not sure whether to chalk it up to training.
And here's
or
like
stricter mind
a triple
control.
pod activation waiting to happen.
Some resemblance to the sectoids first encountered during the invasion. Their genetic structure now includes human DNA. They are
Let's
stronger
pull back
than
a
ever,
bit
with an even
and see if we can
greater
trigger just
psionic
one of
potential.
these.
Overwatch. Moving to Overwatch. Moving to Overwatch.
Also, better tactical zoom out gets you way out.
I'm on the move. That's affirmative.
So let's try Overwatch others.
Overwatch. Overwatch.
Nice, nice, I like it. 66% chance. We're just gonna have to go for it. Excellent, a kill is as good as we could have hoped for.
We're busted.
I really don't have any of the weapon rebalances in here, except for EMP and hack stuff. Note that this guy wasn't frozen. Okay, we did trigger on their turn. This guy didn't get close enough. He may run away.
We got him on the run.
If he doesn't attack me, that's fine. I hope these guys run into some of our Overwatch. Yes, yes. Good hit, we need that. Okay, but that was on their turn, so they're not going to get to attack immediately. We really don't want to go that way because we know what's over there. This would be a great way to avoid that. It's good to know I can do it. I wonder if that cover is not destructible. Is that what you're trying to tell me? Okay. If we clip it, we might be able to grenade it, but you see it's got 3, 6, 7 health. We're gonna have to do pretty good to get through that. 66. Since the sectoids generally
Moving on
stick to
target
non-lethal, I know I've said this before. 68%. She could probably blow up that dude's cover, but not from any of these positions. Flanking is about as good as being on the high ground, but it comes with a significantly greater chance to one-shot your enemies. So we're going to flank and take this shot before we decide what to do with our lady up here. Yeah, because if we score a crit, I don't think you're ever going to do less than maximum damage unless it's a graze. So with that guy down, our choice with her becomes much clearer. If we destroy this dude's cover and wound him, especially if he dies of explosives, we're going to be in really good shape. And we're going to be able to just take pot shots here. He's in low cover. I think that Overwatch is less accurate than shooting straight up at someone in low cover, and none of them have AoEs. One grenade will take him out now. We should be able to put a hit on him. That is going to be dangerous to take unless the enemy is exactly where we think he is. Okay, obviously mind control bad. Sectoid not good. Thankfully we didn't destroy any loot with our grenades. Tad, you have to fight it. Can we move? Okay, so I'd love to move closer to this, but our chance of hitting this sectoid from anywhere but directly behind it is pretty low. Out of grenades, I do want that drop pretty bad. I do think the drops are better in Legend. Since this didn't seem to trigger a pod, she's got the grenade in case we need it. What would actually be optimal is Tad shoots the damn thing.
Rock and roll.
It is a coin flip, but see, if he hits it, not only does he get his promotion, I think everyone's probably promoted at this point. Hard to get through this without everyone who survives getting promoted. But, yeah, if he hits it, it frees up our forward character to go into Overwatch. And it frees her up to save her grenade for 1, but also to get into a better Overwatch position against the last remaining pod. And that's pretty critical to good safe gameplay. We also want to move him up. Let's make sure he can get into heavy cover and maybe throw a grenade from that real forward heavy cover. So that was really most efficient for our mobility purposes. Here we are. We have to pick one. Remember, this won't actually get us the goods. Hopefully there's no enemy to see us from here. If they haven't moved over there, that would be best. A stock, not bad for early game equipment, not really mind-blowing. Okay. Remember, we already had someone in this spot at the beginning of the turn, so I'm sure it's not going to trigger enemies. If I recall correctly, we had someone here who did not reveal the other enemy pod. Good.
Come get some.
And let's move onto this point. And finally, you want all the Overwatch you can get, especially if he can blue move and shoot back up on top of the roof in cover. So this position is perfect. We can have our Overwatch closer to the enemy, and next turn we can pull back and shoot from an advantage position. Or we can push forward. We've already wiped out 2 pods without issue, which is crazy effective. Crazy good for how legendary intro normally goes for me.
Come get some.
So I'm going to reload with everyone, and then I'm going to hit Overwatch all. Note that it will wait until everyone has done their actions.
I don't think we're alone out here.
I don't know if by completing the objective we lure these guys to walk into us, but that's kind of my hope.
Greetings.
We're we're getting black screened here. Oops, I had the chat turned off. Oh my god, excellent. Excellent shot. These rookies are on fire today. Okay, that didn't trigger nearly enough of our Overwatch. We have lots of heavy cover here. A very nice thing for us. What I really want, I can't quite have. Okay. One of these guys is coming up here unless we have flanking.
Heading out.
Okay, remember they've only seen the one. No, they've seen two of us. Oh, he still can't get there? They shouldn't be able to flank us, but they will. Okay, we just need to pull back.
Understood. Moving out. Heading out.
If we just move
Moving
here and
to
hunker, he'll be in a good spot to ambush someone
In
without
cover.
exposing himself too much.
I'm on
And the
it.
rest will go in
Getting
Overwatch in their
cover.
heavy cover. Can these guys see us? I'm not sure they can. Okay, marked is bad. Ooh, they're just taking pot shots. What jerks.
Fire over here.
This guy probably has to dash to do anything effective. Oh shit, he can take a shot from there.
Some help.
Bad news. Didn't think he was close enough. Okay, with their excellent defensive positioning, I could kind of grenade bomb them pretty hard. Okay, we wasted a turn on Overwatch and got blasted for it. Julian, no. I'm worried about our grenade chances being blocked from here. Here's what we're gonna do.
Understood. Moving out.
Okay, I
Good
think we
copy.
should have a
Moving
grenade
on
shot here.
target.
He should be safe unless they move up. Oh. Okay, we really need to trim him down.
Right out.
The officer definitely has the better equipment.
Moving.
We're just gonna take shots. Got a good angle here. It's weird that we didn't have a good angle on the last one. Sabotage to keep Thulian safe. Trying to taunt this guy into shooting back at us instead of doing anything else.
Is that all you got?
Daisuke here could be in trouble. But lucked out. Okay, time to end this. We don't want anyone else to get hurt. Thulian's in a position to really take it to that guy. We've got grenades.
Position confirmed.
Okay, we can drop a grenade on each of these guys. We don't want to risk Thulian unless it's kind of a sure thing.
Moving out.
So first things first, Fang is taking the initiative here. Fire at the one who's closer, you have a better chance to hit them. Alright, critical hit is perfect.
On reserves.
Hitting there now.
One grenade isn't going to do it, so we need to hit it first. Go. Excellent. Didn't need the crit or the
Area
grenade.
is secure. We're not picking up any inbound contacts.
Alright, only one wound and no dead on the legendary intro mission. Significantly better than I have done in the past. Of course, I have beat the game once already on commander difficulties, so I suppose those skills will carry over. That went quite well. Operation Gatecrasher down. Sabotage the Advent Monument. Also, if you haven't seen Deadpool, fantastic movie. Fantastic. Definitely rated R and earned its title, but also pretty excellent. So, Thulian and Schoolboy make it through the mission. Thulian taking a hit, earning his eye patch right off mission 1. Now, having taken 75% health damage, he's probably going to be out for quite a while. Some of these mods do have the potential to make my game easy if they're poorly balanced, and it's only been like 11 days since release, so it's hard to say, but we shall see.
Operating some of our most advanced equipment, specialists deploy.
Also, I am working on getting a better graphics card. Should show up, I don't know, they said weeks, so I suppose I will wait weeks. Those glasses are not allowed.
The Ranger serves as our primary reconnaissance unit, capable of moving independently.
Sadly,
and
we won't
concealment
have
while
one of these
engaging enemies at
on
close
our next
range.
mission, since he's going to be out for quite a bit. I do love the Phantom Ranger. I find to be a pretty serious benefit when it comes to executing well-timed ambushes. Yeah, 38 days. There you go. Does not look like it's broken in any way. That's pretty standard.
Just like it sounds, our sharpshooters engage enemy targets.
So taking no wins at all is
with accuracy
incredibly
from
important
extreme
in a
range.
Legend
They're
playthrough.
also
Also
trained in
staffing the
pistol
Advanced
marksmanship
Warfare
for the
Center
occasional close encounter.
is really important. And unfortunately, since I installed the mod that makes that a scientist position, that means we have to choose between research time and faster
Serving
healing
as our
times until we
demolitions
get a
experts,
number of scientists.
Grenadiers provide heavy ordnance
But,
delivery whenever and
you know,
wherever we need.
I think the idea is right. Even if it makes it harder for me in this playthrough in a way that I think is a little unfair, I think that the idea makes a lot more sense. Plus, you can always swap your scanning bonus to faster troop healing. And it is just the same as staffing the Advanced Warfare Center. And they do not stack from what I can tell, so don't do both.
Commander to the
Alright,
research.
research. We're not going to watch all of these. I suggest we did get a stock, which makes that tempting. But you really want the proving ground as fast as possible. So this all comes to base planning.
Although I...
So let's look at what we got.
There's room for us to expand
We
our
got one
facilities
free
on board
spot.
the Avenger, Commander,
The
but
way
we'll need more
I...
engineers to clear out space for
So
construction
the mod
first.
that makes scientists work for the Advanced Warfare Center changes this up a bit. What I think you should probably do is, it kind of depends on if you have an Illyrium core or not. With the mod setup I have, where a scientist staffs the Advanced Warfare Center, because mostly scientists don't do anything. They can only be staffed in a laboratory. You can only staff 2 scientists ever. I think that's silly. You probably want a workshop right here. You want a workshop as soon as possible, but you don't want to waste it up here because the workshop can be used to send gremlins to all the adjacent places. With an exposed power coil here, this is the perfect place for our second power relay. Probably our first power relay so that we can staff it with gremlins if we need. And then off to the sides, you'll want proving ground, perhaps, and the comm center, resistance comms. Here, a good place for your first power relay, since you only have 6 power, and the first 2 rooms can easily eat all of that power, say a laboratory and the Advanced Warfare Center, or the Guerrilla Tactics School and the Advanced Warfare Center. I think a laboratory is pretty key on Legend difficulty, but it is hard to choose from all of them, especially the Advanced Warfare Center's healing bonus, which we may have to do without, which is really, really tough. So I am thinking what I'm going to do is, normally you could put the Advanced Warfare Center here and staff it with a gremlin. Since it can now only be staffed with scientists, you want to put it in one of these corners away from the workshop's ability to send gremlin engineers to these kind of, what are they, cardinal? Yeah, cardinal direction zones. We are gunning for a workshop here. I want a proving grounds as soon as possible. Probably a power relay here. Resistance comms, second power relay. The exposed power coil is going to add like 10 power to the output for free, which is fantastic. And the gremlins will help clear out this space. Then we might build another workshop right here. I think the proving ground is incredibly important to getting ahead in Legend and building things, but if you don't have any Illyrium cores, you can skip it. The Skulljack is really good. The Skulljack upgrade is even better because it makes hacking more profitable, more likely to be profitable. The Advanced Warfare Center, really important. We'll have to look at how scientists are working for us, but let us get to the point where, if we wanted to, we can build any of these buildings. You can put off getting access to the Advanced Warfare Center
among the more intriguing options available.
for a long time, maybe too long.
I'll send word when a complete report is available.
Commander?
Okay, so what can we build? The Guerrilla Tactics School, 3 power, 100% supplies, 28 days. Cannot be staffed by an engineer. The bonuses here are really good, especially Vulture, which is available right off the bat, and squad size. We'll probably, in 28 days, we'll probably qualify for squad size, and that's probably the most important bonus you can get early game. So we're going to build it. We're going to live without the healing from the Advanced Warfare Center for quite a while anyway. The bonus perks can be really nice, but they're not totally game changers. But the bonus healing is kind of a game changer. Still, I might shoot to have the Advanced Warfare Center here and a lab here. Since the Advanced Warfare Center and Fast Research are kind of conflicted right now.
On the surface, it was very comfortable.
So in every one of these episodes, of course, I'm going to go through a mission. We're going to start with a mission.
One of our resistance contacts just tipped us off to a site that may be worth investigating.
Okay, it would have been way better if that were... Oh, wait. Choose
Commander,
wisely.
The Avengers' remote scanning capabilities will help us search the area for clues or
We could
other
really use
resources.
scientists and
It's going to
engineers
take
right
some
now.
time, though.
Cancel.
We've got a lot of ground to cover.
The black market is also your key.
Strategic resource located.
Okay, 64 supplies, not bad.
Avenger
Scientist more
plotting
important
new
than
course.
drop income. The supplies also more important.
Commander, as the resistance continues to grow, we'll have a better chance of finding.
Okay, we have a
openings to strike
target,
back at Advent.
easy difficulty, Dr.
As it is,
Irene
we've already
Kovenstein,
identified a
engineer.
potential
You
target
recognize
to
her from the
disrupt the
last
aliens'
playthrough,
operations in
Operation
this
Empty
region.
Sentinel.
Our window of
So
opportunity is
every
limited,
episode
so
is going to
we'll have to
continue
move
until the
fast.
beginning of the next mission, basically this screen right here. And this one, this episode has gone on 35 minutes. We're going to cut it right there. As long as they go on over half an hour, which is almost impossible not to, they'll get really long towards the end. So we're just going to cut it here and be done. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed our first mission, Operation Gatecrasher, as usual on our Legend Ironman playthrough. We did fairly well. We got kind of lucky taking, what did we take? Taking 4 shots and only being hit by 1, and no one being insta-killed. So that XP is going to be what we safeguard and use to crank up the war on Advent in the next couple episodes. So if you enjoyed the video in particular, then give it a thumbs up. And if you want to catch me while I'm live streaming or for my videos on demand, all of these will be stockpiled in my Let's Win XCOM 2 Ironman Season 2 playlist. Then feel free to subscribe. Until next time, my friends, farewell.